think a game that we expected to play today. I think IUPUI and our program have very similar philosophies defensively, kind of what we like to look for offensively. Knew today would be a tough game. You know, we were fortunate to get the win when we were up there in Indianapolis in our first weekend of travel earlier this season, and kind of knew that we didn't catch them on their best day either when we were there earlier this season. Today we returned the favor. They didn't catch us on our best day either. I felt like today the game was really won and lost at the free throw line. I thought we went back on our heels more offensively, especially down the third and fourth quarter, which we kind of showed that was the case, because when we finally started scoring again, it was really going to the basket and attacking and being aggressive in what we did, and then just turnovers, you know, us not taking care of the ball today. So we had some surprises offensively, especially in the second half. I was very happy and kind of relieved that it was a tie game at halftime, 26-all, and I thought that's kind of right in that nest egg area that we like to kind of play those possessions in, to where it looks like it's going to be a game that's going to be in the lower 50s. And I thought that was a good scenario. I was happy with what we did defensively coming out of the start of the third quarter, but we were very impatient offensively. And ended up shooting a better percentage from the field than I even thought we did, but just didn't do it. I just didn't think we did it with as much intensity as IUPUI did today. I felt like they won the hustle balls. I thought that if there was a loose ball, they tended to get on it quicker than we did. We had some individual breakdown mistakes at both ends of the floor, and just in a tight possession by possession game, whoever's going to make the most mistakes in that scenario and give up offensive rebounds, or not get to the free throw line, possession by possession, every free throw matters, every turnover matters, and they got the better end of that today. So I think we showed some life in the last 3 to 4 minutes, but that's also what happened against South Dakota State this last Wednesday night, and I just haven't had a real good feel this week that the first 3 quarters that we're putting as much intensity into what we're doing as we are in the last 5 minutes of the game. So that's something that we've got to fix. Going into we've got 6 games left, 7. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I can't do math here at the moment. But we've got a lot of games left in the second round of conference play, and we lost to a good team today, and they came in and played very well here on the road at our place. But we're missing just a little bit of that fight right now. That got us to where we were this last Wednesday night, getting to go into a game for first places. So anyway, just we're not broken, but we just don't have that little set of intangibles that I think we had for about 3.5 weeks straight right there, and that's what we're going to have to work to find again right now.
All right. Coach, do you think getting into the bonus so early in the fourth quarter kind of hurt you guys today?
Oh yeah, I mean, I think my biggest thing is that I kept getting surprised by calls today. I thought it was hard, honestly, I thought it was hard for both teams to kind of know what to expect today as far as a rhythm was concerned. It just was, in fact, I spent some time talking with Austin and his staff before the game, because we both know our styles really well, and everything was just a little, I felt like everybody's on shaky ground, the whole time, and anyway, I think that absolutely didn't help at all. And we had our 2 post players each picked up 2 in the first half also, and I think that kind of hurt Maria because she sat so much in the first half. It kind of hurt her, just her timing and her offense in the second half too. But your question leads right into my statement that I was saying earlier, is that in a possession game that's going to be more of a low-scoring game, whoever gets the more free throw opportunities, I mean, that's just easy offense, and you're getting to rest at the same time also. So absolutely, I think the final foul count ended up being a little bit closer, but there for a while, it's just, there's not much offense having to be produced at their end because they're getting a lot of free throw opportunities. And we're right there. I'm not making any excuses, but absolutely, that's what happens in a possession game. So.
KK, when you have a team in the bonus like that, is it a lot tougher to defend knowing that if you foul, they're going to the line for a 1-and-1 or double bonus?
Yeah, it is. You gotta, it kind of make you sit back on your heels a little bit and not be aggressive with your hands as much.
Coach, 16 turnovers today, something that you've been trying to avoid all season long. Do you think that's another thing that you guys wish you got back today, or do you think the whole thing with the fouls and everything was the main cause?
No, I think it's all part of that same package. I think when you're sharp and you're, I don't think a turnover today hurt us any worse than getting, staring at the basketball and getting beat on a backdoor cut. And we had 3 or 4 of those that happened today that haven't been happening to us at all. So it all goes in the pot, of personal breakdowns and losing your personal battle, in those moments. But an offensive player throwing the ball away versus one of our defenders getting beat on a backdoor cut for a layup, both of them hurt. Both of them hurt. And today we just had too many things that got thrown in that pot. That it's not, if the game is in the 80s, if the game is in the 70s, I don't think those moments hurt you quite as badly. But when you're playing in a game that both teams really pride themselves defensively on getting stops, every possession is that much more important. And so the turnovers, they do hurt because you're trying to, you're playing for 20 or 23 seconds every possession, but so does that back door where you're not getting a chance to defend and block out and rebound. So.
You guys, like you said, struggled for about 3/4 of the game until the fourth quarter. You guys came alive a little bit. Were you happy with the shot selection today?
I put a lot of credit for our lack of shot selection on IUPUI's shoulders. I thought they did a really good job defending a lot of things that we like to do. In the first half, I felt like we should have had more post touches. We spent a little too much time dribbling one-on-one in the first half, and we had open post players. In the second half, we got a few more touches and got some good things out of that, and that's how we started getting to the free throw line. But we went to, we kind of just spread the floor a little bit and did a little bit more of a motion down the stretch. And we literally got to the rim and got to the free throw line just on guts, just on guts and making things happen. And it wasn't a pretty game today. I couldn't say that either team ever really got a good flow going offensively, but that's also both teams' philosophies. We want to hamper the flow of the other team. So I think we did a good job that way also. But I think that gets back to my opening statement, is that I don't know that we showed in our urgency in the last 3 minutes with the way that we attacked. There's no reason we couldn't have been doing that for the first 30 minutes of the game today. But I think we got a lot of the same drives, but we fell away on them. We didn't go up and make sure that we got to the free throw line on them. And then wanted to be disappointed if we didn't get the foul called. That's on us. That's on how you attack the basket and the position that you put yourself in. So, that we're there. There's a lot of good pieces that are still there for us right now, but we're not all the way up in 5th gear right now. We're kind of hanging out in 4th for about 30 of our 40 minutes right now. And put the clutch down and throw it up there. Let's go. But it's there. So we've got the pieces to it, like I said, and we lost to a good team today. And a lot of times it's hardest when you play against an opponent that's very much like yourself. And that's where I think IUPUI is a lot like us in that way, and I have a lot of respect for them.